serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world. This is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright of the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
Of their season, 28-7 over the California Pintos. That also was the first win in the head coaching career of head coach Tyler Tanner. Has had a chance to talk to him a few times this last week. Congratulated him on that. That's a big accomplishment. Kind of gets that monkey off the back, as he's talked about a few times. But exciting things happening here for Southern Boone. As we said, they finally get to play at home here, as they'll be at home the next 2 weeks, then hit the road and bounce back and forth. But they get to play at home here, hosting the Boonville Pirates. Boonville sits at 2-1 overall. They are 1-0 in Tri-County Conference play. Southern Boone also sits at 1-0 in Tri-County Conference play. So that is something, that is a good place for Southern Boone to be at 1-0 in Tri-County Conference play. Glad you're tuned in to our broadcast here tonight. Got on a little closer to our anticipated time. Just trying to work out some bugs. So we have our pregame on the air here. We'll change the camera around just a little bit. Big night here at the ballpark. They're going to introduce the youth football teams. They'll also have the youth cheerleaders here. They will get to perform at halftime. I have one of those youth cheerleaders participating. So they will get to perform at halftime, as well as they had a mini cheer camp this week. So some of the cheerleaders that are on the cheer squad, the youth cheer squad, will be performing with the mini cheer clinic. That'll happen right about 6 minutes from now. So we'll move the camera, tilt it down a little bit. They'll be in front of us, but we will have that on the air. So appreciate you tuning in. Glad that you are tuned in. Don't forget, if you've not done so, we encourage you to click on that subscribe button. That'll help us out, help you find future broadcasts. You can find archived games, all kinds of good things by doing that. And you can also click on that thumbs up, the like icon as well. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with our pregame conversation with head coach, first-year head coach for Southern Boone, and Tyler Tanner. We'll take a break and be back. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you, now more than ever.
The Southern Boone School District is hiring part-time bus drivers for route athletics and activities with no experience necessary. Our drivers enjoy flexible work hours, paid on-site CDL training, and paid time off, all while helping our community. The position offers competitive pay. Go visit sbschools.us/employment.
We need you.
Welcome back to our Southern Boone County Eagles Countdown to Kickoff pregame show here on the Show Me Sports Network. We're joined by Southern Boone County Eagles football head coach and Tyler Tanner. Coach Tanner, thanks for joining us before tonight's game.
Yeah, absolutely. Always excited to sit down and talk some Southern Boone football.
Yes, sir. Well, your squad was once again on the road last week at California, taking on the hosting Pintos. Your Eagles got win number 1 on the season by a 28-7 final. Before we get your thoughts on the game last week, I want to say congratulations to you on your first win as a head coach. How does it feel?
I've been asked that question a lot, and for me, it was on to the next. I mean, Boonville's coming right around the corner, so maybe you enjoy it for the bus ride home, but as soon as you get back, you're right back at it. You're right back in the grind. So I just like the fact that we got that first one of the season as a team and got that one off the back. Now we're hitting the ground running, and we're sitting at 1-0 in conference. I mean, that's what was important to me.
Well, what were your thoughts on the game last week?
Some good, some bad. I thought that there were things that we really looked good at, and I felt like there were some things that we really need to continue to try to improve on. I thought that the defense had a really great mentality. They bent a couple of times that didn't break, and that's so valuable whenever you're playing a team like California and the style of offense that they run. They can have some long drives, and defense can be out on the field for a while. I just felt like maybe we didn't get off the field on some 3rd and 4th downs like we wanted to, but at the end of the day, we had a bend don't break mentality, and good things are going to happen whenever you have that kind of mentality.
Well, last week did wrap up a 3-game road stand for you guys to start the season off with. We've talked about it. It's definitely a grind. A little different not having one of those first 3 games at home. The guys showed up.
Absolutely. They were up for it. They were excited. The pregame focus was better than the previous 2 weeks. And, we're continuing to figure out what our approach needs to be, what our mindset needs to be, what our mentality needs to be heading into a Friday night football game. And I thought that they did a great job of being focused and being ready.
Well, California would get the ball to begin the game, but your defense made quick work and got that back.
Big interception by Jace Troth there. And then, the offense did a good job of putting a drive together. I think the Mason was 4 for 4 on the drive and had a couple of good rushes. Capped it off with a 15-yard touchdown to Jace. So that was a really good start for us. Everything seemed to be clicking on all cylinders, except for when we got to second and 18. But, we ended up overcoming that one and marched it down the field. So, that was a great confidence boost for us. And I think it played a big role for the rest of the game.
As you mentioned, the offense would find that spark. They drove 73 yards down the field in 12 plays, capped off with that 15-yard pass. It was one of several on the night from senior quarterback Mason Shear to senior wide receiver and Jace Troth. It was kind of a full circle moment with him getting the interception to give it back to the offense and then him scoring on the touchdown.
Yeah, Jace had a big breakout game. It's kind of one of those that you've been waiting on it. He was a great receiver for us last year, and he's done some really good things this year. But that was a big game, a big breakout game for him. I thought he played well on both sides of the ball. Mason is getting a lot more comfortable, as we say every week, as far as, the offense is concerned and going through his reads and progressions and just trying to continue to get better each week and play within the offense.
Well, we've talked about it the last few weeks about the offense and defense not quite being in sync together. They're starting to get there. This series kind of showed that with the defensive takeaway and the offense marching down the field and scoring.
Yeah, we felt like, hey, offense just hasn't capitalized on enough turnovers. So it was time to, again, we got a first down, then we had a penalty, then we had a negative 3-yard rush, and you're sitting at a second and 18. But those kids are really starting to overcome adversity as they have all year. But now they're starting to overcome adversity and starting to see just a lot more positive out of it.
And really, that was the first time we've seen the momentum shift that early towards the Southern Boone sidelines.
Yeah, I think that that was actually the first time that we took the lead all year, and California ended up coming back and tying it up. But we never flinched, and pretty sure that we drove down again and scored again.
Well, you're absolutely right on that. That was the first chance we got to see the squad play with the lead this season. Kind of a good feeling. What was the mood on the sidelines?
A lot of game left. That's all there is to it. Just because you got a lead in the first doesn't mean you'll have a lead in the fourth. So continue to stay focused, continue to stay locked in the game and control the controllables. And that's, kind of what we preach. Just because we got a lead now, it ain't guaranteed. Again, right back to work. Defense is out there. Let's go get the ball back.
California would score on their next possession, but your Eagles squad would answer right back with a 6-play, 63-yard scoring drive, capped off by a 37-yard touchdown catch and run from Shear to Trout. That was their second touchdown of the first half.
We got several explosive plays that game from Jace. A lot of the time, Mason with his legs extending some plays, but whenever you can stretch the field vertical like that, it stresses the defense. And, I just thought that the line did a great job of holding up, allowing us to be able to take some of those shots that we were able to take because, without time, it's going to be hard to hit those, especially in time and in rhythm. But I felt like the timing and the rhythm was there and really showed on Friday.
Well, that first half of the game, too, almost ended in a blink of an eye. Like, you blink, you miss it. There were 6 possessions in the first half of action. However, I think there were really only 5 meaningful possessions. One of the 6, the last one coming right before halftime with your Eagles on the heels of a missed long field goal by California. Just a one play until halftime. But, that showed kind of the tempo of the game that we were going to ground and pound it on. Both teams were really made those drives that important because they were hard to come by.
Well, that, again, California's offense determines that kind of game at times. I remember they had those 15-play drives and 12-play drives and stuff, and we had the long drives as well. You're looking at time running off the clock. I think that we were 10 of 11 on passing. Clock's going to keep running. Clock keeps running. Clock keeps running. And like you said, a blink of an eye, I think the game was over at like 9:20. Yeah, it shortened the game.
Well, going into halftime, it was a 14-7 advantage for your Eagles. What was the conversation at halftime?
Couple of quick adjustments and then rest a little bit. It was pretty warm that night, so we were trying to get them taken care of, get a little something in their body to give them some nutrition so they can get back out there and continue to play the way they were. I felt like they were flying around the football field, but the message was keep the pedal down, keep playing hard, and a couple of minor adjustments both offensively and defensively that we felt like paid some dividends.
Well, coming out into the second half of action, again, another pretty fast game. Wasn't quite as fast as the first half, but it really, again, showed the importance of each possession and making sure that you did your job and got it done.
For sure. We felt like we had a great opportunity to put another score on the board, and then, there was a miscommunication. It was even after a timeout, and we ended up getting that hashed out, which just something that I've got to be better at as far as, coaching and exactly what I want. That miscommunication falls on nobody but me. So we had another opportunity there to put one in the third, and we didn't end up capitalizing. But like I said, we got it ironed out, got it fixed on the next drive, and we were able to go.
We did add 2 more touchdowns on the night, one on the legs of Shear for 10 yards, and also a third touchdown reception on the night for Troth late in the fourth quarter. I got to say, I'm really digging this Shear Troth combo.
Yeah, you see it in practice, you get those glimpses of it, maybe a timing issue in the game or whatever it may be, but we've just felt like that connection was working on all cylinders, and we kind of kept going to it, kept digging in the well, and without the line having the protection they had all night, we don't have that time to throw that type of ball. So that's overly important. The line's been working so hard on their pass pro and their run game, and we really feel like we're all taking steps in the right direction right now.
Shear continuing to add to his season and career numbers. He's averaging just over 100 yards passing per game. He's got 4 touchdowns through the air. He's averaging just over 50 yards a game rushing with 2 touchdowns. Got some of those 4 interceptions, but again, he's a student of the game. Really, really like what I'm seeing out of the second-year starter.
Yeah, for sure. And continues to work hard in practice, continues to go through his reads and progressions. Maybe there's times in practice that we don't connect and, we talk through it a little bit and then he sees what I see, or we kind of see what went wrong there and we're continuing to get to the drawing board and we continue to go through the base of the offense so we can continue to play faster and more physical and more confident.
Well, and as you mentioned, too, I want to give a shout out to the offensive line last week. Did an excellent job in those trenches. As you said, allowed Sheer time to survey the field, get him through his progressions, be able to open up big lanes for the run game as well. They're really just the unsung heroes last week.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I can't praise those guys enough. We feel like each week they've gotten better and better and better. And there's been so much shuffling on the line. I mean, we've played a bunch of linemen this year and we haven't had the same starting line from week to week yet. So we're excited, hopefully get everybody back within the next couple of weeks and to be able to have some just set guys on that line with some really good backups who've had some really great experience.
Yeah, and that's something, too, not to be dismissed, that because of the changes and that we've seen guys start on one side and then the next game they're over on the other side in a different position, that's something hard to take the playbook in and get those down, but they're taking it in stride.
Absolutely, and working some of those combinations with different people. You may have a combination down with one guy on one side of the ball and work with him every day for the last couple of weeks or whatever. And then all of a sudden we got to make this change. And now you're working with a different guy in a different combination. And it is a little bit different, especially playing right to left, left to right. But the good thing about us is our kids are really starting to conceptually understand what it is that we're trying to do. They're starting to make some of those changes seamlessly.
Well, we saw a backfield by committee a little bit as well. Last week we saw freshman Isaiah Bailey back there. We also saw sophomore running back Andrew Paisley as well as senior Justice Martin. All 3 different style of backs. They're different style of runners, but they're all doing a great job holding their own there.
Yeah, I know with Huddy going down, it kind of became that, just a kind of a running back by committee, not necessarily saying, hey, you're the one guy. Whereas, okay, hey, we've got an opportunity here to get a lot of guys some touches and, different running styles and maybe even different blockers or whatever it might be, different pass catchers. Everybody in that backfield has something is their kind of specialty. And we're looking to utilize those guys in the ways that put them in the best position for success and also puts the team in the best position for success.
Well, the receiving core has continued to really set themselves apart of this season. 8 guys have caught passes, with more than half of those averaging 8 or more yards a catch. Again, at any level, that's a good combination.
Oh, for sure. Those guys have worked so hard. Whenever I came in, there was a set standard of expectations that we were looking for, and they've really done a great job of buying in, if you ask me. Brant Eddy, he's starting to get north and south extremely well. He's really doing a good job of being a possession receiver. Price is doing a good job of being a possession receiver. Ryder Salter had a really good possession catch on a 3rd down the other night, went down and got that ball in that first drive of the game. And Jace, obviously, with the big game that he had, there's so many good things. things. Kai Morris is another one that comes to mind. He had a big catch against Mexico for 48 yards and feel like he's really starting to come around too. We see great things from him in practice. And so we feel like we are definitely creating some depth all around. I mean, you get 3 running backs in there. You got 8+ receivers, seeing the field. Actually, I think we got 10+ receivers seeing the field right now, and then a slew of linemen. So we are really creating some depth. It's just going to pay dividends for us in the future.
Well, switching over defensively, I really think the unit is starting to click. We're starting to see some things gel. They only allowed 7 points over the 4 quarters of play last week, pitching a shutout in 3 of those. That included a scoreless second half of play.
Yeah, and that first drive felt like they did a good job of trying to fight, but the biggest thing was the response for later in the game. Again, kind of that bend don't break mentality. They got close, they knocked on the door a couple of times, but our defense just said, "Hey, we're drawing a line in the sand." And felt like that there was really good continuity. People were flying to the football. I mean, they were having some fun out there. Again, after that first drive, whenever they punched one in early, it could be easy for us to say, okay, it's going to be this kind of game, but I just felt like they never gave up, never quit, and that was the key for us this past Friday.
Well, they're really starting to become some ball hawks as well as they garnered 2 more interceptions and a fumble recovery. They just really seem to find a way to sniff out the ball when it's on the ground or find it through the air and take it away.
Yeah, I mean, they work really hard in practice. You can see every day that we're working on ball skill drills in the secondary. We do work on change of possession and stuff. So these kids are doing a great job of, again, applying the things that we're doing in practice to the game.
Well, we're also starting to see quite a few QB pressures as well as some sacks in there, just trying to change that rhythm and that timing of the quarterback and speed it up where he's uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Dialed up a couple of blitzes, some non-blitzes. We're getting pretty close to getting home. Those guys have been doing a great job in inside run and their pass rushes and their indie time. I mean, again, we're getting better every week, getting better at all facets of the game every week.
And we talked about it in last week's pregame conversation. Some of the injuries forcing some guys into some new roles in some different areas. But again, there's no loss of play with that. We're seeing some guys that are playing a little more Ironman football right now because of that, and they're able to get a little break now and then. And again, no loss of play with having somebody else come in.
No, absolutely. And that's what you want to do. You want to create depth. These early parts of the season are so important to create that depth as well. You get guys who are used to being out there on Friday nights, and then whenever it is, hey, you got to go in for this guy for whatever reason, they're ready for that moment. And I feel like we do a pretty good job of getting those guys reps in practice to make sure that everybody understands what's going on, what their job assignment and responsibilities are.
The win last week put the record at 1-2 overall. Not the record you'd pick if you had a chance to pick it, but certainly there's worse spots you could be in.
No, there are. Our biggest thing was started conference play, and the big message for the week was we're 0-0. Those first 2 games of the year, while they matter, where are we going to be in conference and where are we going to be at by the time that October rolls around, how we're going to be playing football at that time. And that's what we're really focused on. Yes, we want the first 2 games of the season back. However, go and get that first conference game and get the first conference win and you start 1-0, that's a good place to be.
I know we talk about the football season sometimes as it's a very long season, but it's over in the blink of an eye sometimes. That sort of highlights the importance of getting that win, sitting at 1-2 versus an 0-3 start. That 0-3, that's a pretty deep, dark hole to try to crawl out of.
Oh, without a doubt. But again, you sit here and you say, hey, we're 0-0. This is where we're starting. We're ironing out some kinks. This is where we're starting. Extremely important to go get that win. That, like I said, the first win of the season, get that one off our back, okay, and be able to just go out and play. That's the biggest thing. It was a good win for us, a needed win. You don't want to be 0-3 because, again, that is a dark hole to climb out of. So to go and get one in week 3, that was a good thing for us moving forward.
Well, looking at district standings, again, I know there's a lot of football left to be played this season, but the win moves your Eagles into 3rd place behind Eldon at 3-0, Osage at 2-1, Fulton right behind you guys at 1-2 as well, and the Moberly, Hallsville, and California all sitting at 0-3. There's going to be a lot of movement left in those standings, but not a bad spot to be sitting in, all things considered, going into week 4.
Yeah, that's what we kind of talked about as a staff. We're sitting at 1-2 and we're sitting at number 3. I mean, we feel like this district is extremely tough, but also up for grabs. And again, where are we going to be playing football in October? How are we going to be playing football in October? And such a big focus for us is taking care of ourselves, making sure that we are getting better at what we need to do and what we do every single week. And if we can continue to control the controllables, then we're going to be in a spot where we feel like we can have some success and make a run.
Well, tonight your Eagles finally get to play in front of the home crowd as they host the Boonville Pirates. The Pirates are 2-1 on the season with wins over Quincy, Notre Dame, and last week over Hallsville. Their lone loss coming to Marshall. Have you guys talked about the different atmosphere that it'll get to be now that they get to play at home for the first time in 4 weeks?
We know that we're going to have a good crowd. I mean, Southern Boone always does a good job of supporting their athletic program. So, this Friday will be no different. We know that it's going to be electric on Friday night. Boonville is going to bring a crowd. So we are looking forward to the atmosphere. But again, we're more focused on what's going on in the field, what's happening there, what we're doing, what our jobs and responsibilities are, and taking care of ourselves.
Well, leading up to the game this week, how's practice been?
Felt like it was a pretty good week of practice. Obviously there's some things that we can still clean up. Felt like it was really, really productive yesterday. I mean, we were bouncing around a little bit and had some energy. Got it going on Tuesday, cranked it up pretty good, and felt like the kids have responded and just had a little bit more of an upbeat tempo this week.
How's the health of everybody this week?
We'll continue to see some new guys and some new spots and some different shuffling around. That's a game of football, though. So, relatively speaking, we feel like we're fairly healthy and we're ready to go.
Well, facing the Pirates tonight, what do you expect to see them do?
I expect them to establish the run game and to be well coached and be physical. Coach Huff has done a great job at every place that he's been. A lot of respect for him and how he goes about his business and how his teams play. I mean, we know that they're going to play fast and physical, and we're going to match that, and we're going to come out ready to play as well. So, I expect a really good football game for tonight. I think everybody's looking forward to it.
Well, Coach Tanner, thanks for joining us on our pregame show tonight. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, we just appreciate all the support that we're continuing to get, and go Eagles.
That's right. Let's go get win number 2.
Yes, sir.
That's Southern Boone County Eagles football head coach and Tyler Tanner. We're going to take a break and be back with more of our Southern Boone County Eagles pregame show. You're tuned into exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football on the home of the Eagles, the Show Me Sports Network.
Power equipment is always cool, always. Well, unless it's not working, then power equipment is expensive. Always. Unless you get it checked with Salter Lawn Service. Don't worry about saving up for something new. Just let the experienced experts at Salter Lawn Service repair your small engines. With pickup and delivery available, saving you time and saving your wallet.
Hey, this is Stacy Salter with Salter Lawn Service. One call, we do it all. You can find us at salterlawnservice.com.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
The Boone County Journal is the hometown newspaper of Ashland and Hartsburg since 1969. We know you're busy. Let us keep up with Southern Boone happenings for you. We cover social events, school sports, local government, Southern Boone history, obituaries, and more. Subscribe to the Journal today and get the paper delivered to your mailbox every Wednesday. Digital version also available. Call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojo.com. Independent and veteran owned.
Welcome back to our Southern Boone County Countdown to Kickoff pregame show here on the Show Me Sports Network. As getting ready to introduce the YMCA youth football players. They're going to run out, be recognized here before the ball game. As the cheerleaders had the mini clinic going on, the youth cheerleaders for the YMCA, they will perform at halftime. We will have that on our broadcast as well. But time now to take a look at our starting lineups. Our projected starting lineup is brought to you by Cassandra Gazaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazway.
Well, taking a look at those starting lineups for Southern Boone, brought to you by Cassandra Gazaway, Mary Kay, Independent Beauty Consultant. Well, on the offensive side, they will start a 6'3", 195-pound senior quarterback in Mason Shear. In the backfield, a running back, they'll start 5'8", 170-pound senior at Justice Martin. Wide receiver core, well, they'll start a junior in Ryder Salter, a senior in Brant Eddy, and last week's breakout star, 6', 165-pound senior Jace Troth. They also have Bryce Bono, 6'1", 190-pound senior at tight end. Offensive line will look like this. Senior Jackson Scooby, sophomore Isaiah Fry, Aiden Williams the junior, Caden Gilstrap the sophomore, and John Griggs the senior will be the starting 11 on the offensive side for Southern Boone. Defensively, well, they'll start at defensive end. John Griggs the senior, Caden Bauer the junior, and on the other end will be Isaiah Fry the sophomore. Linebacking core, weak junior Aiden Williams, Bryce Bono the senior, also Justice Martin the senior, Owen Britton the sophomore, team leading tackler on the season. At quarterback, they'll have senior Tariq Blue as well as senior Avion Sims. And safeties, they'll have senior Braden Jackson and senior Jace Troth. Those are our projected starting lineups, brought to you by Cassandra Gazaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant. Glad you're tuned in here to our pregame show. We're going to take a quick break here and be back. More on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention Eagles fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Southern Boone County by becoming a member of the Southern Boone Booster Club. Your gifts help provide all Southern Boone County athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Southern Boone Booster Club this season for as little as $50. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Southern Boone Booster Club or email them at sbcathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Eagles!
At the Southern Boone Area YMCA, we're more than a gym. We're a community. From youth sports that teach teamwork and confidence, to group fitness classes that bring energy and encouragement, to programs that support your health and well-being at every age, the Y is here for you. Join your neighbors, your friends, your family, and discover how the Y can help you grow stronger in spirit, mind, and body. The Southern Boone Area YMCA is where community comes together. Stop by and see us at 405 South Main Street in Ashland, or give us a call at 573-657-9622. Southern Boone Area YMCA, here for good.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and Southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
Southern Boone Eagles getting ready to take the field here as we're just about done with our pregame show. It is a packed house here for the home opener for Southern Boone and for the Boonville Pirates. Southern Boone getting to play home the first time this season as they'll run through their banner here, and we'll be that much closer to getting kickoff underway. As we said, the YMCA youth teams, they're also going to get to run behind the team here. As you have to see Boonville, nope, they've come out. They're just standing out on the other goal line over here. So as soon as the team runs out, we will get you set as Southern Boone looking for win number 2 on the season. They sit at 1-2 overall. Again, the youth team coming out as well. But that's going to do it for our pregame show here as we're going to take a break, and we'll be back ready for kickoff as you've been tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage here of the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The excitement is building in the stands, and the tension is rising on the sideline as kickoff is just around the corner. Exclusive pregame coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football has been brought to you by Boone County Journal, Cassandra Gazaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant, Country with a Heart, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving, LLC, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, Salter Loan Service, LLC, Sawdust Studios, Southern Boone Area YMCA, Southern Boone Booster Club, the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, and Ren's Automotive. The biggest and absolute best coverage in mid-Missouri continues as we'll be back with kickoff right after these messages. This has been the Southern Boone County Eagles pregame show on the exclusive home for Eagles football, the Show Me Sports Network.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense. They lost to Marshall in week 2 by a 42-35 score. So Southern Boone looking for win number 2 and looking to stay 2-0 and undefeated in Tri-County Conference play. As Blake Gazaway here with you. Flying solo tonight, I forgot in our pregame show, Mike Freeze. He normally joins me. He will be out of town these next 2 weeks, so I will have the call here tonight by myself. But glad you're tuned in. We've got to see a performance by the mini cheerleaders on the mini cheer camp that they had this week. And then the YMCA youth cheerleaders, they will be out performing at halftime as well. Won't be able to hear the audio, at least not on the YouTube channel, but you'll be able to see them perform. So don't forget, if you haven't done so, be sure and click on that subscribe button. That helps us out, helps you find future broadcasts. You can find archive games, all kinds of good things. You can also click on that thumbs up, the like icon as well. It is a very, very full house here for the game tonight as captains going out to have the coin flip. We're going to take a quick break and be back and get you set for kickoff here on the exclusive home for Southern Boone County Eagles Athletics, the Show Me Sports Network.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazaway, today at 417 877-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gasway.
At Southern Boone School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Our students need you. Join Southern Boone School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit ashland.k12.mo.us and click on the Employment tab.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Well, coin toss has been had. Boonville won. They defer to the second half. As Southern Boone will receive. Great to see Hudson Talley out there, honorary captain. He suffered an injury, season-ending injury, that game in week 2. So glad to see him out there. I know he hates that he cannot play the rest of his senior season, but good to see him out there and supporting his brothers on the football team. As teeing this up here, find it here. This is Porter, Brody Porter, the senior. So he will have it teed up. As side winding kick will be taken on the far side, as that is Salter. He'll be at the 20, as he will be taken down across the 20 down near the 24. So that's where Southern Boone will set up shop. Ball again on the 24-yard line. Southern Boone has the offense come out here. And the senior quarterback, second-year starter Mason Shear will lead the team out. It's the 4th week of football, and it's about the 4th different rendition of the offense we've seen due to some injuries, moving some guys around. 2 receivers here on the near side. Shear in shotgun. He will hand it off straight up the middle. It'll be a 6-yard run there. Good carry by the senior Injustice Martin. So Martin picks up 6 yards there to bring up a second down. Second and 4. Ball on the Southern Boone 30-yard line. Shear will be in shotgun. He'll keep it himself. He'll start to the far side. Now take a near side spin move across the 35. Down at the 37. He'll move the chains. 2 plays. New set of downs for Southern Boone. So Southern Boone gets their first down quickly here. Last week they had 12 first downs. So ball on the 37-yard line. Clock rolling. We played just 60 seconds here in the game. Shear will have 2 receivers up top, 1 down low, back to his right. Quick pass off near side. It'll be caught by Brant Eddy, the senior. He'll fall forward. He'll pick up 4 yards, bring up a second down. Brant Eddy, the senior, He's adding to his total, averaging 8.5 yards a catch. Talked about him in the pregame conversation with head coach and Tyler Tanner. So Southern Boone will have it 2nd and 6, ball at their own 41-yard line. 2 receivers at the top, 1 down low, 1 back. Standing in the right hip pocket of Shear. He'll run the option, flip it off to Martin. He's back to line of scrimmage, and he will be tripped up there. So he'll fall forward maybe for a yard. It'll bring up a 3rd down. Isaiah Bailey comes in and checks in for Martin here. So it'll bring up 3rd and 4. Ball on the 43-yard line. So Southern Boone will break the huddle here. I'll send 1 receiver here near side. They'll have 2 on the far side. Sheeran shotgun, he's going to roll this way. He'll pitch it off into the hands of Bailey. He'll pick up forward progress, breaks the tackle, and he'll get the 1st down. He only had about a 2-yard gain, but stiff arms his way, gets down to the marker, and they will say it is a 1st down. Good 2nd effort there by Bailey. He is a freshman to pick up the new set of downs. Clock nearing 9 minutes to go here in this first period of play. Ball on the 48-yard line for Southern Boone. Williams starting center tonight. 2 receivers on either side of the play. Shear, quick pass off to Eddie. He's got 5. He's got close to 10 yards before he's pushed out of bounds. They say he'll gain about 8. So this will bring up a 2nd and short. They say he actually picked up 9. So to bring up a 2nd and 1. Southern Boone making sure they're getting the play call in from the sidelines. Second and 1. 8 on the clock. Now they'll quickly rush to the line. 5. Counting down. 3, 2. Send a man in motion. They'll just get the snap off, but whistles. And Southern Boone takes the timeout. First timeout of the ball game comes at the 8:05 mark here in this first quarter of play. We'll take a break as well. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, we know a gift is more than a box or a bag with a pretty bow. A gift is the lifetime of love that you share. It's friends who grow as close as family. It's moments and milestones, both big and small. Whether receiving or giving, a gift brings joy and happiness. That's why, since 2018, we've made it easier to gift for those you love. Stop by the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift at 108 Corporate Lake Drive in Columbia or call 573-443-4438. Let us help you find that perfect gift for every occasion.
He'll be about the 34. It'll be a new set of downs. The Southern Boone offense starting to click, starting to find some gears here we've not seen until last week. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 34-yard line. This Boonville Pirates defense does not have a lot of returners, and they're awful young. So ball on the 34-yard line. 2 receivers here to the near side, 2 up top. Shear will be in shotgun, has Bailey. They'll send a man in motion. That's Troth. They'll kick it off to him as he will take a little screen pass. He's tripped up quickly. He will be down, looks like about the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Southern Boone trying to march down the field here. This upcoming play, this is play number 9 in this drive. So to bring up 2nd and 10, clock under 7 to go here in this first quarter. Shear in shotgun. He'll pitch it off to Bailey. Bailey gets it. He's got 5 yards. He'll fall forward, maybe for another yard, half yard, or a yard. It'll bring up a 3rd and manageable. Brody Porter, the senior, in on the tackle. It's in the top 3 total for tackles on the team. He's now got 29. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Southern Boone again taking time here to get the play in. 6:10 left to go. They'll send trip receivers here to the near side. 1 to the far side, 2 on the clock. They'll get the snap off. Give it to Bailey, trying the end around, as he will have a couple yards that'll bring up a 4th down. So 4th and we'll say 3 here. Southern Boone is going to go for it, most likely. Right now, ball on the 27-yard line. Again, Southern Boone taking as much time off the clock here. So 4th and 3. Shear will be in shotgun. 2 receivers either side. Quick pass far side. It's caught. It's a 1st down. Quick little screen over there. Caught by Brant Eddy. Southern Boone will move the chains. So this is play number 12 here, this drive. Nearing 5 to go in this opening quarter. Southern Boone being very methodical. Ball on the 23-yard line. 2 receivers near side, 1 up top. Shear will send Bailey in motion. Screen pass off to him. Hurdles a man. Does a nice job to make something out of nothing, as he will. See if they lose a little. Yeah, they say he lost a yard. So a lot of work there. And no net. Technically lost 1, but it could have been much worse. So to bring up a 2nd and 11, Bailey trying to have his breakout game of the season for the freshman. Big things are headed for that young man. 1 receiver here near side, 3 up top. And Shear will get the snap, but flags on the field. It'll be on the offense. So that'll back him up. So that'll be 2nd and 16. Clock will stop. 3:59 left to go. Now they'll wind it. So again, 2nd and 16. Southern Boone trying to march down the field here. Ball on the 29-yard line. Shear, same formation. 1 down low, 3 up top for receivers. He'll look far side. He'll keep it himself. Rolling near side, throws it up for the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete, just over the head of his intended receiver in Brody Troth. I like the play call there. Just could not complete the pass. So to bring up 3rd and 16. We saw Jace Troth have a breakout game last week. Brody trying to make his name known. Southern Boone again breaking the huddle late, empty backfield. 3 on the clock, 2. Everybody gets set, gets the snap. Shear looking. He's going to have pressure. He's going to roll here the near side. He's loading up, throwing. It'll be caught at the 10-yard line. That's caught by Jace Troth. That will be a new set of downs. Big play right there for Jace Troth. So now to be first and goal at the 10-yard line. Southern Boone trying to keep this drive going. They're at play number 15. They started at their own 24-yard line. Empty backfield again. 3 receivers near side, 2 on the far side. Shear, empty backfield. He'll get the snap. He'll fake it. Might be a busted play. He's going to be spun around, still on his feet. He'll get to the line of scrimmage. So he made something out of nothing there. Keeps those legs going. Carried about 5 Boonville Pirates there. Clock continuing to roll. 2.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Southern Boone again being very methodical. Ball on the 10-yard line. Shear will have 3 receivers to the top, 1 down low. He'll get the snap. Looking far side. That pass, a little low, was intended for Troth. That's Jace Troth. It'll bring up a 3rd down. So this will bring up 3rd and 10. Does stop the clock. Pardon me as I get a drink at the 2:05 mark. Southern Boone so far has had 10 minutes of possession, nearly 10 minutes. So empty backfield here for Shear. 2 receivers down low, 3 up top. Quick pass across the middle, tipped and incomplete. Otherwise, Bailey would have had 6. A little bit of traffic, trying to put it in there. Looks like Southern Boone will come on to try a PAT. It'll be, looks like from the 17-yard line, so 27-yard try. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. It wasn't the prettiest kick, but it goes through. Southern Boone takes a 3-0 lead. We'll take a break and we'll be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Well, Southern Boone able to get on the board first as senior Bryce Bono hits a 27-yard field goal. It was 18 plays on that drive. Big booming kick there will bounce into the end zone as Bono's feeling it tonight. So that will be a touchback. So that is where Boonville will start. They'll start on their own 20-yard line. Tatum Huff, first-year starter. He's 6 foot, 175-pound junior. I'll bring his team to the line. 2 receivers either way. They'll have Alex McDonald, the junior, in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. He'll be up the middle. Not much gain there. 2nd down. So to bring up, well, they say no gain on the play. Huff will break the huddle here. 2 receivers near side. He's going to take it himself up the middle. He'll have short yardage. He'll be tackled by senior John Griggs. That'll quickly bring up a 3rd down for Boonville. Oh, Boonville will. So it'll be 3rd down here. They'll throw to the far side. It'll be caught. Receiver will be short of the 1st down marker. So Cons made the catch there. That'll bring up a 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th and 1. They'll send a man in motion. That's Cons. Hugh rather. Huff will keep it himself. Straight up the middle. He'll be short as the Eagles defense comes up big time. They say forward progress is going to be close to that 1st down marker, but it will be a turnover on downs. So Southern Boone will get the football back deep in Pirates territory. No, they say forward progress is a 1st down. So it will go the other way. Will be a 1st down. We will take a break as that's the end of the 1st quarter. Southern Boone 3, Boonville nothing. We'll take a break and be back. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There's no better way to celebrate a special event or show someone just how important they are to you than gifting them something handcrafted from Country with a Heart. Handmade in mid-Missouri, Country with a Heart specializes in hand-built woodworking projects for every occasion. Their design collection includes children's furniture, doll furniture, household items, holiday decor, outdoor decorations, custom projects, and everything in between. To view their full inventory of projects, visit countrywithaheart.com and find them on Facebook by joining the Country with a Heart group page.
Now they say forward progress does get the 1st down. We'll switch into the field. Ball will be on the 30-yard line. So Boonville will keep possession as they'll break the huddle here. They have 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. They'll have 1 back in the backfield. That's McDonald's. There's going to be a pass that will go for a loss of 1 yard. So Huff's pass goes to Cons. Tyreek Blue in on the tackle. Loses a yard on the play, brings up 2nd and 11. Apologize for the glare here from the lights. We're going through a double pane window. It's the best I can do. I apologize for that. So 2nd and 11. They'll send 2 receivers near side. Have a wing over here as well. 1 receiver far side. Now they'll send a man in motion to the far side. As keeping it himself, quarterback. He'll be taken down in the backfield. As it'll be a quarterback sack. Griggs gets the 1st sack of the night. So now to bring up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 14 for the Pirates. They're on their own. 26-yard line. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 on the far side. You will look to the near side. He'll pass as Jackson comes in to make the tackle to let no yards after the catch. It picks up about 6. That'll bring up a 4th down. Looks like it'll be a punt situation. Porter will come on to punt. As going back is Troth. He will jog back to his own 30-yard line. High snap. Kick is angling to the far side. It will take a Southern Boone bounce. Now Boonville bounce. As that will be down near the 43, 44-yard line. Somewhere in that ballpark. Southern Boone defense comes up big time. So Southern Boone will start this possession on their own 42-yard line. Southern Boone will break the huddle here. Shear will keep it himself. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage on the quarterback keeper. So we'll bring up, they say he actually got to the line of scrimmage. No loss on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Shear, 2 receivers up top, 2 down low. He's looking far side. He'll throw a pass. It'll be caught. That will be completed into the hands of Brody Troth, the junior. He'll pick up about 7 yards. Bring up a 3rd down. We'll bring up a 3rd. And we'll say a long 3 or a short 4. Shear will give it off. And it'll be a fumble. As that one was Isaiah Bailey. He's able to fall back on it. So now that'll bring up a 4th down. So 4th and 4. Shear again gets the snap. He's rolling here to the near side. He's going to keep it himself. He will go through the man. He'll have the 1st down. As he leans forward, he'll pick up about 5 yards. That'll move the chains. Southern Boone picks up another 1st down. So to bring up a new set of downs here, 1st and 10. 7:35 left to go here before halftime. Southern Boone leading by a 3-0 score. Ball on the 46-yard line of Boonville. Sheer empty backfield. Send Bailey in motion. Flags come down, so they gave it off to Bailey. So it'll be a false start on Southern Boone. So I'll back him up here. So now it'll be 1st and 15. Ball on the 49-yard line of Southern Boone. Shear in shotgun. He'll get the snap. Pump fakes, goes up the middle, working to the far side, still on his feet. He's got 10. He'll push his own guy out of the way, have near enough for the 1st down, as it'll bring up a 2nd and 3, what was a 1st and 15. So we'll bring up a 2nd and 2, so they say he gained 13 yards. 2nd and 2 now, much more manageable after a long first down. Shear will have to eat it himself as Bailey went the wrong way, but he's got the first down, but a flag comes in. Shear looked left, Bailey went right. They say it's a holding call. So back-to-back, I shouldn't say back-to-back penalties. 2 penalties on this drive. What was a 2nd and 2 backs it up now. Bring up a 2nd and 12. Clock rolling, near 6.5 minutes to go in this first half of action. Southern Boone leading by 3-0 score. So Shear will be in shotgun. He'll have Bailey standing behind him, 1 foot to the left. Drop the snap, still recovers. He'll throw it near side just behind his receiver as Shear working a little Mahomes magic, trying to make something happen. As that one was on the turf, Shear able to pick it up. Just could not complete the pass. So to bring up 3rd and 12 here. And Southern Boone leads 3-0. So bring up 3rd and 12 here. Shear dropping back, has pressure. He's going to roll here to the near side. Drop it off just a little bit too tall for Eddie. Was looking for his senior wide receiver in Brant Eddy. So this will bring up a 4th down. Southern Boone stalling out the drive, but I like what they've decided to do here. So 4th and 12, clock stops 6:08. Southern Boone will punt it as Paisley sends a boot at the 5-yard line, and that will bounce into the end zone. That was Morris with it, actually. Goes into the end zone. So that is where Boonville will take over. So ball on the 20-yard line. It's where Boonville will start their second possession. The first one ended in a punt for them. Huff will draw to the far side. That pass intended for his receiver. That's Austin Elifrit. But that's a little too tall for him, 2nd and 10. Sorry, I got a glare on our screen here. Zoom out, give it a little more clarity. I apologize for that. It's just the angle that we're at with the double pane glass. So 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. They'll hand it up the middle. Big hole to run through for the ball carrier. He stood up, though, and taken down. Troth in on the tackle. Also in there, leading the charge, right, Eddie. So we'll bring up a 3rd and 6 here. Ball on the 24-yard line. Rolling to the far side is Huff. He'll look. He'll throw a pass. It will be no good. Morris in on the coverage there. So it looks like Boonville will have to punt for the second time in 2 possessions. So Porter will come on. He'll be standing at his own 10-yard line. He will put the left foot to it. It will take a Boonville bounce and go out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So that is where Southern Boone will take over as they will walk the offense back onto the field. So they will change teams here. And ball on the 33-yard line for Southern Boone. They've got 5 minutes and 7 seconds to work with. Shear in shotgun. He'll get the snap. He'll give it off. Straight up the middle. That's Martin. He'll stay on his feet. Second and third effort will pick him up about 3 yards. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 7. Just past 7:30, about 7:36 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway here with you, bringing exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football. Missing my color commentator, Mike Freeze, tonight. He's on vacation. So I'm flying solo, but glad you're tuned in. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, clicking that subscribe button. That'll help us out, help you find future broadcasts, archive games, all kinds of good things. There'll be a handoff to Bailey. He's trying to get the corner, puts the brakes on, cuts it back up the middle. Again, making something out of nothing. He picks up a couple of yards, but that could have been a whole lot worse. Could have been a loss of yardage, but changes where he's going and picks up a few positive yards. You can also click on that thumbs up icon, the like icon. That lets us know that you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight. Trips down low, one up top. Shear will have a back behind him. That is Bailey. Shear will step up in the pocket, sheds what would be a sack. He will dump it off to Bailey. He's caught it at midfield. He will step out near the 45, picks up about 17 yards. He'll move the chains. Big play right there of Shear to dump it off and pick up the new set of downs. Now there is a flag, so sideline warning for Southern Boone, but it will still be a first down, but Southern Boone gets the sideline warning. So they've got to pay attention. Make sure they're within the parameters of where they can stand on the sidelines. So Southern Boone converts the third down. Ball on the 45-yard line. Bailey will take it. He'll take it. He's got 10. He is going to be taken down at the 32-yard line. He'll pick up about 13. Move the chains once again. Bailey trying to make this his breakout game. The freshman, as I said, has big things headed his way. It is going to be an enjoyable 4 years to watch him play. So new set of downs, ball on the 32-yard line. Boonville, Shear, keeping himself, roll to the far side. He will keep the legs driving, pick up maybe a yard or two. It'll bring up a second down. So we'll bring up a second Second, and we'll say 8.5. So second, well, guess it's closer to 9. Second and 9. Ball on the 30, just across the 31-yard line. 2:22 left to go here before halftime. Southern Boone leading by a 3-0 score on a 27-yard field goal by Price Bono. Shear in shotgun, trips down low, one up top. He'll look near side, looking down, loading up, throwing for the end zone. It's through the hands of Bono as Eddie was wide open down the sidelines, though. Double coverage there, couldn't thread the needle. It'll bring up a third down. So we're trying to adjust the camera to make sure we can get the corner of the end zone there. So we'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Clock stopped at 2:06. Ball on the 31-yard line. Shear will take it up the middle, still on his feet. He's still pushing forward across the 20. He'll have a new set of downs as he will be down near the 19-yard line. So Southern Boone converts another third down. Just our camera here just a minute. So Shear will be in shotgun. He's going to give it to Bailey as a flag comes in. Bailey trying to work the far side, still on his feet. So he will have about 4 yards, but the flag is down. And now we can get to the end zone. Get it in focus here real quick. So it is going to be an illegal procedure on Southern Boone. Southern Boone will back up here. Clock stopped, 1:31 left to go. Clock will wind, under a minute and a half to go. Shear will have it 1st and 15, ball on the 23-yard line. He'll have twin receivers either side. He'll get the snap, looking far side, throws it up for the corner, and that is going to be incomplete. It was intended for Brody Troth. We'll bring up a 2nd down. Clock will stop at a minute 12. 2nd and 15, ball on the 23-yard line. I want to give a shout out to Austin Thomas and the crew covering Hallsville. Well, unfortunately, it was not in the cards tonight. Everybody's sick. So his crew and himself included sick. So no coverage of Hallsville tonight. But we've got you here for Southern Boone. As time winding down on the clock, Southern Boone will take a timeout. We'll take one, too. As you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the home of the Eagles, the Show Me Sports Network.
We need you. We need you. We need you.
We need you now more than ever.
The Southern Boone School District is hiring part-time bus drivers for route athletics and activities with no experience necessary. Our drivers enjoy flexible work hours, paid on-site CDL training, and paid time off, all while helping our community. The position offers competitive pay. Go visit sbschools.us/employment.
We need you.
Well, Southern Boone calls a timeout. Clock winding down. Well, they take a timeout here wise decision. You can't take them with you, so might as well use them. So again, we'll bring up a 2nd and 15, ball at the 23-yard line. Clock stopped at 1:12 left in this first half of action. Southern Boone leading by a 3-0 score. Shear has 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 up top. He'll be in shotgun, gets the snap. Quick pass off a screen pattern to Eddie, as he will be at the 15, down near the 10, as that was Brant Eddy. That will bring up a 3rd and manageable now. What was a 2nd and 15 will now bring up a 3rd and 4. 45 seconds left to go. Southern Boone will break the huddle. I'll have 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Shear will keep it himself. Start far side. Now cut near side. He'll high step at the 5. He'll have a new set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal. That will stop the clock. 32.2 seconds left as they reset the ball. Southern Boone will take their last time out. So Southern Boone will have it 1st and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line. Unofficially 10 first downs in this first half of action, just 1 for Boonville. 32.2 seconds left here. Southern Boone would like to punch it in. They lead by a 3-0 score, but they'd like to make it a 9. And then with a Bono PAT, a 10-0 score. 32.2 seconds left here. Southern Boone driving down the field. I'll have a new set of downs to start with again. 1st and goal at the 4. If I was a betting man, I'd either give it to Bailey or Martin, who is out there, or Shear keeping himself. So 1st and goal at the 4. 2 receivers far side, 1 down low. Shear's going to pass it. He's going to keep it, actually. He'll spin move at the 5, working towards the corner. They will say he is in there for the touchdown. Shear takes it 4 yards to the house, and Southern Boone opens up a 9-0 lead. So Shear gets himself in the touchdown column as he takes it from 4 yards out. Bono will come on to try the PAT. The kick is down, and the kick is good, as that was an 11-play, 70-yard drive. Comes with 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Southern Boone takes a 10-0 score, as they have done all the scoring here. We'll just keep it right here. Southern Boone has done all the scoring so far. They lead by a 10-0 score. Bono will tee it up once again. "26 seconds left here in this first half. Southern Boone leading 10-0 at halftime. The band will entertain us. Also, the youth cheerleaders will be performing as well, the YMCA youth cheerleaders. Bono will approach the football. Another high booming kick will drive the return man back to his 7-yard line. He'll take it across the 15, 20, 25. He'll be upended there. Couple in on the tackle, leading the charge there. Max Garbaldin. So Boonville will have it at the 25-yard line, their own 25. 20.6 seconds left. Huff has twin receivers either side. Send a man in motion. They'll give it on the end around. As the ball carrier will be across the 30. He's taken down. A flag comes in. That ball carrier, that was Brad Norberry. 13.9 seconds left. A holding call. That'll move Boonville back. Unofficially, first penalty for Boonville. Comes at the 13.9 mark. Left here before halftime. So back him up here. See where they spot the ball. Looks like at the 16-yard line. So it'll be first and a whole lot. A first and 17. Huff will hand it up. Ball carrier straight up the middle. Back to the line of scrimmage and more. So he'll be down near the 34-yard line. That was McDonald. He'll be down near the 29. Boonville's going to take the timeout. 4.7 seconds left here. So we'll bring up a 2nd and 6, all on the 29-yard line. Again, glad you're tuned into our broadcast. Blake Gazaway here with you, bringing you exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football. Apologize. Our window is rather dirty here. We get to go through double pane windows, so I cleaned it as high as I could reach, but clearly I didn't get it cleaned high enough. But I appreciate you tuning in, flying solo tonight. You can always click on that subscribe button. That'll help us out, help you out. You can find future broadcast, archive games, all kinds of good things going on. So now we'll be ready for play. They put 7 seconds back on the clock. Huff will send a man in motion. Flag comes in quickly and play will be dead. So that's handed off to Brad Norberry, the senior. So that'll be an illegal shift. So I'll back him up here. So we'll bring up a 2nd and about 12. Nope, they say 2nd and 11. Huff in shotgun. He'll hand it off to Alexander across the 30. He's taken down quickly by Troth. Sorry, that's Alex McDonald, and that will take us through to halftime. As your score at halftime, Southern Boone 10 and Boonville nothing. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with your halftime show as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of the Show Me Sports Network under the broadcasting rights granted therein. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the Show Me Sports Network. Announcers are provided by the Show Me Sports Network.
Power equipment is always cool, always. Well, unless it's not working, then power equipment is expensive. Always. Unless you get it checked with Salter Lawn Service. Don't worry about saving up for something new. Just let the experienced experts at Salter Lawn Service repair your small engines. With pickup and delivery available, saving you time and saving your wallet.
Hey, this is Stacy Salter with Salter Lawn Service. One call, we do it all. You can find us at salterlawnservice.com.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend in my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
The Boone County Journal is the hometown newspaper of Ashland and Hartsburg since 1969. We know you're busy. Let us keep up with Southern Boone happenings for you. We cover social events, school sports, local government, Southern Boone history, obituaries, and more. Subscribe to the Journal today and get the paper delivered to your mailbox every Wednesday. Digital version also available. Call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojo.com. Independent and veteran owned.
Attention Eagles fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Southern Boone County by becoming a member of the Southern Boone Booster Club. Your gifts help provide all Southern Boone County athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Southern Boone Booster Club this season for as little as $50. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Southern Boone Booster Club or email them at sbcathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Eagles!
Hi Eagle fans, it's Joy with the Southern Boone Athletic Booster Club. It's been a busy and exciting week for our Eagles. Our volleyball girls are headed to West Plains this weekend for a quad match, fresh off their second place finish in the Fulton tournament last weekend. Keep it rolling, ladies. On the softball field, the Eagles picked up a big win last night over California 8-0, improving their season record to 13-4. Way to go, girls. Shout out to our boys soccer team who blanked Christian Fellowship last night 4-0. And on the golf course, the girls dominated at Eagle Knoll Wednesday with a first place team finish and Brecken Shoemake taking first place individually. Congratulations, ladies. Good luck to our cross-country teams at the Fulton Invitational this weekend. The boys placed 9th overall at Tolton last weekend. Teams are running strong. And of course, tonight is the night we've been waiting for, our football home opener. Despite some storm damage to our goalpost this week, the Eagles are ready to take the field against the Boonville Pirates after last week's huge road win over the California Pintos. Bring the energy, boys, under the Friday night lights. The Booster Club runs the concession stand, and we always need extra hands. It's a great way to support our athletes, and you don't even have to be a member to volunteer. Just check out our Facebook page for the sign-up link. A big thank you to all our volunteers and sponsors. You make everything possible. Until next week, go Eagles!
At the Southern Boone Area YMCA, we're more than a gym. We're a community. From youth sports that teach teamwork and confidence, to group fitness classes that bring energy and encouragement, to programs that support your health and well-being at every age, the Y is here for you. Join your neighbors, your friends, your family, and discover how the Y can help you grow stronger in spirit, mind, and body. The Southern Boone Area YMCA is where community comes together. Stop by and see us at 405 South Main Street in Ashland, or give us a call at 573-657-9622. Southern Boone Area YMCA, here for good.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and Southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazway.
We're here at halftime as Southern Boone leads by a 10-0 score. The band outperforming, entertaining everybody here in attendance at the moment. After the cheerleaders and the YMCA youth cheerleaders did a joint performance, did a fine job. The band's doing a fine job now. We'll take a look at our scoring summary. Well, it's all Southern Boone. Southern Boone was able to get on first with a 27-yard field goal by senior Bryce Bono. It was an 18-play drive with that field goal. That came at the 1:57 mark left in that first quarter of play. So that means Southern Boone had the ball for 10 of the...
A community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
The Boone County Journal is the hometown newspaper of Ashland and Hartsburg since 1969. We know you're busy. Let us keep up with Southern Boone happenings for you. We cover social events, school sports, local government, Southern Boone history, obituaries, and more. Subscribe to the Journal today and get the paper delivered to your mailbox every Wednesday. Digital version also available. Call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojo.com. Independent and veteran owned.
Attention Eagles fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Southern Boone County by becoming a member of the Southern Boone Booster Club. Your gifts help provide all Southern Boone County athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Southern Boone Booster Club this season for as little as $50. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Southern Boone Booster Club or email them at sbcathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Eagles!
Well, both teams have made their way out, getting warmed up here for the second half of action. As good news, I found what I was looking for some of the area scores. So, of course, Southern Boone leading Boonville 10-0 here at halftime. Kirksville Tigers 13-0 over the Moberly Spartans at half. Blair Oaks Falcons 50, California Pintos 0 at halftime. Hallsville Indians leading the Macon Tigers at halftime 13-7. Fayette Falcons they are on the road. They're leading 7-0 at Westran at the Hornets. That's halftime. 17-14, Capital City Cavaliers over the Rockbridge Bruins at Cap City. That's halftime. Smith Cotton Tigers trailing 14-12 to the Jeff City Jays. That one at Sedalia. That's halftime. Centralia Panthers on the road at Monroe City against the Panthers. That's a Monroe City 22-20 lead at halftime. I guess that's the Panther Bowl. Mexico Bulldogs all over the Marshall Owls at Marshall 20-6 at halftime. Elias Crusaders 56, Camden Lakers nothing. That says that's a second quarter score. And the Salisbury Panthers 30, Harrisburg Bulldogs nothing. That's in the second quarter as well. Hannibal Pirates 37-0 over the Fulton Hornets. That in the second quarter. Hickman Cupies 21, Battle Spartans 6. That at Battle. That's second quarter score. All these scores updating. Let's see what else is in there. Says first quarter, Father Tolton and Summit Christian Eagles, they're scoreless. And Lynn Wildcats hosting the Missouri Military Colonels. That one also scoreless. And last score in the first quarter, North Callaway Thunderbirds leading 8-0 over the Bowling Green Bobcats. So those scores from around area games. Both teams continuing to get warmed up here as we will get ready for second half of action. Appreciate you tuning in. Blake Gazaway here with you. Flying solo tonight. I can tell you it's much harder doing it by yourself when you're doing the play-by-play. I guess also supplying the color commentary, keeping the stats that I do, as well as running the broadcast, running the audio, playing the spots, potting us up and down, and also running the camera. So to say I'm wearing all the hats tonight, I guess that's an understatement, but appreciate you tuned in. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast here tonight as Boonville will get the ball to begin the second half of action. Said I'm going to try to get up here this next week, clean the windows a little better. Somebody, and I thank them, cleaned them a little bit. I tried to, I don't know who it was, but somebody cleaned. I tried to clean it as well, but the problem is on the inside, I can reach all the window. On the outside, I'm too short, as it is quite a distance from where I was standing on the top of the bleachers. So did the best I could, but just got a little bit of glare on these. Ends up being a double pane window. Southern Boone out there ready to go. Still 2 minutes left on the clock here for halftime. Now don't forget, next week, a little different. We have a game on Saturday. So no game Friday, no broadcast Friday, but we will be in action on Saturday. That's kickoff set for 2 o'clock. Pregame will be about 1:15. With kickoff set for 2 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. The Southern Boone hosting the Dexter Bearcats. So we went to Dexter last year. Can tell you it is a long, long, long drive to Dexter. And it's an even longer drive back. So Dexter coming this year to play here in Ashland. Well, they will make the trek. Last year. The game was supposed to be on Friday, but it got moved to Saturday due to the remnants of Hurricane Helene. That was the right decision because it rained and was windy and miserable and cold and all the above the entire trip there. I went ahead and went up on Friday, got a hotel room, and it was miserable all the way there, including all night long, all evening, all night long, and it was very windy on Saturday as well. But we didn't have the rain. We did see a little bit of sunshine. So Bono will have it teed up here as we're just about ready to begin play. Want to say, too, this Southern Boone defense, they have pitched a shutout in these last 4 quarters. We'll see if they can't continue it on here. They're 2 for 2. They'd like to make it 4 for 4. Bono will approach the football. He will send a little pooch kick. Will be taken by the up man. Looks like about the 30. I think he fair caught it. So they did not want to test the return game there. So it'll be around the 30-yard line or so. Let's see where they officially mark it down at. It's like 31. So Huff will be in shotgun. He will hand it off straight up the middle and nowhere to go for the ball carrier. as tackle there by Owen Britton, the sophomore, has another one to his credit. Good open field tackle. Puts the shoulder down. So that will be about a 1-yard gain. So we'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So Huff will be in shotgun. He'll have one back standing to his right, 2 receivers on either side. He'll get the snap. He'll roll to the far side. He looks like he'll keep it himself. He will maybe lose yardage if he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Griggs ushering him out of bounds over there. Well, they say he lost a yard. So we'll bring up a 3rd and 10. So 3rd and 10 here, 3 receivers near side. Nope, they split out one on the far side. Huff will be in shotgun. He's looking, has pressure, has to step up. He'll evade it to the far side. He'll be pushed out after a gain of 7 or 8 on the play. But he will be short of that down marker. Sims helping in on the tackle. So we'll bring up a 4th. Looks like about 3. The ball on the 39-yard line. Looks like they're going to go for it. Twin receivers on either side. Huff in shotgun, barking out the play call. Trying to get that defense to jump off sides. Now looks like they're going to maybe pooch kick it here. Huff will drop back to his 30. Trying to get the snap, and they will back him up here as defense standing tall here. It's going to be a false start on Boonville, so they'll back him up. So what was a 4th and short is now going to be a 4th and long. So it's 4th and 2 now. It's 4th and 7. They will pooch kick it again. Whistles. And another flag down. So another false start. So Boonville has back-to-back penalties here. That'll keep backing them up. So now it should be 4th and about 12. So ball will be on the 29-yard line. Jace Trough back to receive the punt. He'll stand underneath it at his own 40. He'll work far side across the 45. Be taken down there, and that's where Southern Boone will take over. So the defense coming alive here. Forcing a 3 and out. Southern Boone will take over. It's like at their own 48-yard line. So to bring up 1st and 10 here. 10:57 left here in this 3rd quarter. Shear will be in shotgun. He'll have 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. He'll give it off up the middle. As Martin carrying there, he'll pick up a couple. Bring up 2nd down. So he'll gain 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Shear will break the huddle. 10.5 minutes to go here. 1 receiver here on the near side. That's Salter. They've got 2 and a wing up top. So they'll hand it off. Shear with it. Faked me out. So he'll lose a yard on the play to bring up 3rd and 9. So Southern Boone will have it at their own 49-yard line. 3rd and 9. Southern Boone leading by a 10-0 score. Trip receivers to the top. They'll send Bailey in motion over there. Shear has pressure. He's got to feel it. He's going back. He will be sacked for a big-time loss on the play. Shear has got to feel that pressure, as that was a 3rd and 9, and now it's a 4th and a lot. They say, actually, he, despite being thrown back nearly 20 yards, they say his forward progress was stopped at the 40. So 4th and 18. Paisley rolling to the far side. He'll kick it with that left foot. That does go out of bounds, but it does change the field out at the 36-yard line. So Boonville will take over on their own 36-yard line. So both teams having a crack on offense. Both teams unable to do anything with it. So it'll be 1st and 10. Huff will be in shotgun formation. He'll get the snap. He'll take it straight up the gut. He has got 3 or 4 yards before he is cut down. Bono leading the charge there. Martin also in on the tackle. Let's say he picks up about 4 yards. Bring up 2nd and 6. Eight and a half minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Huff looking far side, throws it up. It's tipped. It's caught. And then there'll be a tackle quickly on the catch. Is Martin in there on the tackle? They say it'll bring up a 3rd and short. Troth there on the tackle too. That pass was tipped in the air. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 1 here. Fry with the tip, I believe. 3rd and 1. Huff in shotgun. He'll get the snap. He'll give it off. Ball carrier working. Well, they say he's got about 2.5 yards. That'll move the chains. It's just unofficially the 2nd first down of the game that Boonville has had. I think my stats are mostly correct. Have a lot going on during the game, but they have had very few first downs. Huff in shotgun formation, ball to 48-yard line. He'll keep it himself, take it straight up the middle, get spun, spinning far side. He'll have pretty good yardage there. Looks like 7 or so yards. I'll bring up a 2nd down. So they actually spotted at the 46-yard line of Southern Boone. So they do say he gained 6 yards. So we'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Huff will send a man in motion. That's Cons. He'll give it up the middle. Trothin on the tackle. I'm going to bring up 3rd down. Short yardage on the play. So 3rd and 1 on the 44-yard line. Huff sends a man in motion. Southern Boone's going to give him a free 1st down. That'll be encroachment on the defense. So that will be a new set of downs for Boonville. So ball on the 38-yard line. Huff in shotgun. He'll pass it off on the far side. It's going to be caught for very little gain. That was Cons with the catch. Back to the original line of scrimmage. So that'll be 2nd and 10. Paisley in on the tackle there. So 2nd and 10. They'll send him in motion, far side to near side. Bad snap, looked like Huff wasn't ready. He'll throw it, complete it to his back, who makes something out of nothing, still on his feet, and he'll pick up about 5 or 6 yards. Considering that Huff was not ready for that snap, it's a pretty good play. So this will bring up another 3rd down. It's 3rd and 6. Nearing 4.5 minutes to go here. In this 3rd quarter, Southern Boone leading 10-0. Huff rolling to the far side. He'll load up. He'll throw to the end zone. Wide open receiver, touchdown. As that is a 33-yard touchdown pass. As Kyron Turner, the sophomore, gets that. That was busted coverage. Nobody around him for days. So coming on to try the PAT. It's up by Porter and Good. So Southern Boone still leads. It's a 10-7 score. It's the Pirates put their first points up on the board. Here, 4:26 left in the 3rd. We'll take a break and be back. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Southern Boone Area YMCA, we're more than a gym. We're a community. From youth sports that teach teamwork and confidence, to group fitness classes that bring energy and encouragement, to programs that support your health and well-being at every age, the Y is here for you. Join your neighbors, your friends, your family, and discover how the Y can help you grow stronger in spirit, mind, and body. The Southern Boone Area YMCA is where community comes together. Stop by and see us at 405 South Main Street in Ashland, or give us a call at 573-657-9622. Southern Boone Area YMCA, here for good.
Now Southern Boone still leads by a 10-7 score. Porter will tee this up. He will approach the football. A little line drive kick will drive the return man back to his 10. Nice move to make the first man miss. Still on his feet across the sidelines. That's Salter. He's across the 40, and a late flag comes in. Salter taking it 30-plus yards up the field. We'll see maybe a face mask on the tackle, or we'll see. Oh, they say a block in the back. So Southern Boone will keep the football, but it will be going backwards here as Salter returns it past the 40. They'll put it down at the 30. So Southern Boone will have it at their own 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle here. Shear. In shotgun, he will take it up the middle. Not much there. But he does fall forward. They say he gained about 5 on the play. He picks up roughly 5 yards. Came in averaging just under 5 yards a carry, 4.4. So to bring up 2nd and 5, ball on the 35-yard line. Shear will be in shotgun, has Bailey to his right, 2 yards behind him. Bailey will get the handoff. Nope, it's a fake. Shear has it. He will be taken down. It's the second time now they've fooled me as well. Southern Boone will have a 3rd down here. He will lose 5 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Nearing 3 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Southern Boone leading 10-7. So Shear will have trip receivers to the top. One down low. He'll look that far side. He has time. He's going to load up, throw it. It's going to be caught. But it'll be short of the 1st down marker, as that was Jace Troth. They mark him down about a yard shy. Good job to come back to the football, though. So now it'll be 4th and 1. Let's see Southern Boone. I expect we'll go for it here, despite it being on their own 39-yard line. 2:18 and counting. 4th and 1 here. Southern Boone is going to go for it. 2 receivers near side, 1 up top. Shear in shotgun has Bailey to his right. Shear's going to keep it straight up the middle. He's got the 1st down, moving the pile. He needed 1. He got 4.5. That will be a new set of downs for Southern Boone as they pick up the 4th down play. Well, they're starting to get some good conversions here. So clock continuing to roll, 1:50. Ball on the 43-yard line. Shear. Again, will be in shotgun. Twin receivers up top and twin down low. He'll take the snap, give the option to Bailey. Pitch it to him. He's got 5. He's got 10. He's got 15 out on the other side of the 40-yard line as he will pick up 15-plus yards. He'll move the chain. We are starting to see Bailey get more confident, starting to see him get more comfortable, and the young man has been very impressive. As I've said, big things for him, I think, in the future. So he is starting to find his rhythm here tonight. He is a freshman. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Southern Boone. Another new set of downs on the 38-yard line. Bailey still in there at back. 2 up top, 1 down low for receivers. Bailey will get it. He'll be hemmed up a little faster that time, gains 2. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8. Clock rolling, 1:15. Continuing to roll down here. Southern Boone again leading by a 10-7 score here. 2nd and 8. Under a minute to go now. Southern Boone again trying to be very methodical with the football. So Shear will have an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the top. They'll send Bailey in motion. Shear fakes the handoff, takes it up himself. He's across the 30, pushing the pile. He'll be down across the 1st down marker. They'll move the chains. So that is going to be a new set of downs here. Clock stopped for a second at 36.8. Now they'll roll it as football down to the 27-yard line. Southern Boone will have to run one play before the end of this 3rd quarter of action. Southern Boone leading by 3 at 10-7. They break the huddle here with 10. Empty backfield. Trip Receivers down low, 2 up top on the play. Cheryl send Bailey in motion. They'll get the snap and official timeout. Official timeout. Bailey comes off. So Bailey comes off under his own power, but not sure what they're checking on. Looks like he had some sort of malfunction with his equipment. So they'll let the clock roll down here, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. After 3, Southern Boone 10, Boonville 7. We'll take a break and be back as you're tuned in for exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
We have got 12 minutes left in regulation. Southern Boone looking for win number 2 in 2 weeks' time. Boonville trying to push their third win on the season on the board. And the Southern Boone has the football, trying to march downfield. Again, they lead by a 10-7 score as we enter here this fourth quarter in regulation. So we'll change ends of the field. So Southern Boone, as you can see, will be going right to left. They're going towards the brand new, new for a couple seasons now, but still new scoreboard. Going to say they did have a new goalpost. That's the one on the other end zone to our right. So Southern Boone here, different play formation. 2 backs here, split on either side of Shear. He will keep it himself, cut it up the middle. Good play there as he will fall forward for a gain of nearly 10. Good job there to have split backs in the backfield. Fake to one of them. It'll bring up a second down. Well, now we have whistles as maybe they're going to measure. Official timeout here. So I think they're going to measure here, maybe. So they are going to come out and have a measurement here. So they will say he is about the half a distance of the football. In my 20-plus years of calling high school games, that's probably the 5th time I've seen a measure. It does not happen that often. It is not a common practice. So to bring up a second and very short, a second and half the distance of a football. Ball on the 17-yard line of Boonville. In Southern Boone leading by a 10-7 score. So they'll break the huddle here. Shear will be in shotgun once again. Have a back on either side of him. One receiver to the left, one to the right. They'll give it to Bailey. He squirts through. He's got the first down. He's down at the 11. Picks up 6 yards. New set of downs. So Southern Boone picks up unofficially 14th first down on the day. This is the 8th matchup here in the series between these two. Southern Boone leads by a 4-3 mark here. Last time, though, they're riding a one-game losing skid, as it was a 13-3 loss last year. Southern Boone falling to the Pirates. So Shear in shotgun once again, 1st and 10 at the 11, and Southern Boone's going to call a timeout. Timeout comes at the 10:48 mark. Left to go here in this 4th quarter. We'll take a break and be back. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Well, Southern Boone calls a timeout here as they want to make sure they get everything right. They have a 3-point lead at 10-7. Did I say it? No, a 3-point lead. Did I say 10 or 3? That's what I get for trying to write something down while I'm talking. So they lead by a 10-7 score. Shear again in shotgun. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Shear will get the snap. He'll give it off to Bailey, trying to get the corner. He's taken down at the 15-yard line. Coming in and making the tackle, that's junior Dylan Clark. He takes the legs out from underneath Bailey. It'll bring up a 2nd and long. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 12. Under 10.5 to go here. Ball at the 14-yard line. Southern Boone trying to punch it in here, extend their 3-point advantage. They lead by a 10-7 score here. They have led wire to wire so far. So Shear will come here. They'll have one receiver here on the near side, 2 up top. Shear will fake the handoff, roll to the far side. He's scrambling, throw it up for the back of the end zone. Ball is going to be tipped out of play. Had his receiver for a second. That was Clark, knocking that one out in coverage. Back-to-back plays now Clark has been involved with. That was intended for Brody Troth. It'll bring up a 3rd and long. Southern Boone so far converting 6 of 11 on 3rd downs. Clock will stop here. That incomplete pass at 9:56. So ball again on the 14-yard line of Boonville. Southern Boone will break the huddle here with 10 seconds left on that play clock. Trip receivers here on the near side. They'll have one up top. Bailey will be in the backfield. Quick pass from Shear. Little screen action. It'll go for short yardage as it is caught by Brant Eddy, the senior. Does stop the clock, but only gains about 4 or 5 yards. It'll bring up a 4th down. Southern Boone will call on the leg of senior Bryce Bono. It's like he'll spot it at about the 16-yard line. He'll step it off here, so it'll be a 26-yard try. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is straight down central. And the 26-yard field goal is good. So that makes it a 13-7 score in favor of Southern Boone, as that's a 26-yard field goal by senior Bryce Bono, as he is coming on, showing the strength of that leg, as Southern Boone able to extend their lead. It's not a touchdown, but it does extend their lead. They lead now by a 13-7 score. So Bono has had 2 field goals, a 27-yarder and a 26-yarder. So he has shown the leg there. This comes 9:49 in the fourth. This ball will be teed up here in just a second. Bono will step it off. So let's see if Bono can get a touchback here. Last time he did that on his field goal try. That one is going to bounce inside the 20 and go out of bounds. So Boonville will take over. And the kick going out of bounds. So we'll stay with Boonville. Ball will be spotted on the 35-yard line. Defense is going to be called upon again. Be a good time for them to come up with a turnover. Have not had any so far here tonight. So Huff will send a man in motion. They will give it to him. He's working the end around, cuts it back in, has about 5 yards on the play, as that is Norberry. Bono in on the tackle. Well, they say he actually only gained more like 4 yards. Actually, he only gained 3.5. So to bring up a 2nd and 7. As Huff will send a man in motion once again. He'll come to the near side. They'll have trips now over here. Drop back, throw a little screen pass. That's Cons with it. He will be taken down after about a 3-yard gain. It is Landon Cons, the sophomore. So it'll bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 4. Southern Boone defense trying to stiffen up here. So 3rd and 4. Huff looking to the far side. They'll have trips again near side. 1 receiver to the far side. They'll send a man in motion. They'll get the snap rolling to the far side. Is Huff. He'll load up. He'll throw down. Wide receiver wide open. That's Cons. He'll be out near the 15-yard line. Again, wide open in the backside of the coverage. That is a big, big first down and a big, big 3rd down conversion, as he is ushered out of bounds by Blue. So that will be a 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line of Southern Boone. So Huff will be in shotgun again, has a bunch of receivers far side, 1 here on the near side. He's going to keep it himself, roll that far way. He'll be taken down in the backfield for a 5-yard loss. Sims given the pressure there, getting the sack. So to bring up a 2nd and 15. Ball on the 20-yard line. They say actually ball on the 19-yard line. So 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Huff in shotgun. Trip receivers near side. 1 to the top. He'll keep it himself. Straight up the middle. Had some pressure rolling at the 10. He will be taken down inside the 5. He's going to pick up those 14 yards and a few more. He'll move the chains himself. It will be a 1st and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line. Brought in a new ball carrier here. It's Keyshawn Roper. And whistles. I believe it'll be a timeout for Boonville. That will be the call. This comes at 6:35 left to go here in this 4th quarter of play. We'll take a break and be back. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage. Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gasway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gasway.
Boonville calls a timeout as they want to talk it over. It'll bring up a 1st and goal, ball at the 4-yard line. It is a 13-7 Southern Boone lead. 6:35 left to go in the ball game. So Huff. He'll be in shotgun again. He'll keep it himself, take it up the middle. He'll be in there untouched for a 4-yard touchdown run. So Huff takes that in from 4 yards out. That ties the ball game up at 13 apiece. PAT is up and good. And that gives Boonville the first lead of the night as they march it downfield. It's 7 plays, 65 yards, capped off. Capped off on a 4-yard touchdown run by their quarterback, in Huff. PAT was good. So it's a 14-13 score in favor of Boonville. Well, Southern Boone has to find a way to get some points here on this drive as they trail by 1 at 14-13. Porter has it teed up. He will approach the football. Little bouncing squib kick will be taken on the far side by Salter. He'll have it at the 20, 25. He'll be spun down there. Just shy of the 30. That's where Southern Boone will take over. Looks like that's at the 29-yard line. So Southern Boone's got to march 71 yards down the field. Try to punch it in. 6 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the ball game. Southern Boone trailing by a 14-13 score. So Shear will break the huddle. Looks like Southern Boone maybe a little confused or they're missing somebody. They do have a player running on late. John Griggs, he's got to get set. He does so. 1 second left. They get the snap off. Shear will be dancing around. He'll check it down. It will be caught. I believe that's Bailey still on his feet. He goes backwards. as he will lose yardage on the play. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They say he only lost 1 yard on this forward progress. Under 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. Southern Boone trails by 1. Well, 2nd and 11. Shear will give it off to Bailey. He'll cut it inside. He'll be met quickly as he will be driven back. He does gain 2 yards on the play. He'll be at the 30-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 9 at the 30-yard line. Clock continuing to roll. 5:15 left to go in the ball game. Southern Boone trails by 1 at 14-13. Shear will break the huddle here. Lead his team to the line. Trip receivers to the top of the play. 1 down low. Shear has Bailey in his right hip pocket. He splits him off on the far side. He'll fake that way. He'll dance around in the pocket. He will be taken down for a short gain on the play. That'll bring up a 4th down. So they say he gained a yard on the play. So 4th and 8, under 4.5 to go. Southern Boone trails by 1. They really don't have any choice but to go for it here. They've got 2 timeouts left, but Boonville would be able to churn up the clock. So 4th and 8, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the top of the play, 2 down low. Shear dropping back, pump fake. He'll roll to the far side. Now he'll backpedal. He'll throw it up as it is going to be off the hands of Troth and incomplete. It was partially tipped, and that will be a turnover on downs. A big momentum shift there as it's a turnover on downs. Boonville will take over on the 31-yard line of Southern Boone. So now the defense again called upon. 3:56 left to go here in the game. Southern Boone trailing by 1 at 14-13. Huff will be in shotgun. Once again, 2 receivers to the top, 1 down low. They'll give it to the back, straight up the middle, and he will be gone for the touchdown. A 31-yard touchdown by Simmons. 1 play, 31-yard drive. It's a 31-yard touchdown run by Simmons. Southern Boone out of proportions there. Discombobulated. Give it up for the touchdown on 1 play. Porter will come on to try the PAT as the kick is up and good. Southern Boone trails by 8 at 21-13. We'll take a break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Southern Boone School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Our students need you. Join Southern Boone School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit ashland.k12.mo.us and click on the Employment tab.
Boonville able to punch it in on 1 play, 31-yard drive. The 31-yard touchdown run by Simmons. PAT was good. Southern Boone trails by 8 now at 21-13. Porter will tee it up. He will approach. And that kick is going to go out of bounds. That was awful close to stalling out, but it does hang a left, go out of bounds. So Southern Boone will take over on their own 35-yard line. That's where the ball will be placed when we resume play. Just past 9 o'clock. Here on the Show Me Sports Network. Glad you're tuned in. Blake Gazaway here with you, flying solo tonight. My color commentator, Mike Freeze, on vacation this week and next week, so flying solo. I'm glad you're tuned in. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of Southern Boone County Eagles football. Exclusive home here on the Show Me Sports Network. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Don't forget you can click on that subscribe button. That'll help us out, help you out as well. You can find future broadcasts, archive games, all kinds of good things. And whistles before the play starts. So Southern Boone has it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Let's see why the officials are on their whistles. I'm not sure what they were blowing their whistle for. But Southern Boone will reset here. 3:50 left to go here in the ball game. Southern Boone trails by 8 at 21-13. Southern Boone's got to go 65 yards down the field and a 2-point conversion to tie it up. Trip receivers near side, one far side. Cheer in shotgun. Has Bailey rolling out. He's going to look far side, throw it up for grabs. It is going to be out of the hands as he was intending to get it to Brody Troth, the junior, just through his outstretched hands. He had a step or two on the defender. Incomplete. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Clock stop, 3:45 left to go here in regulation. Southern Boone again trails by 8 at 21-13. So 2nd and 10 ball on the 35-yard line of Southern Boone. Trip receivers, they'll send one in motion to the far side as they will give it to Bailey. He's going to dance outside, now cut it back inside, still on his feet as he tries to hurdle the pile and shove down all that work for a half-yard gain. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 9.5 yards. Southern Boone has got to find a way to get a new set of downs here and or into the end zone. So 3rd and a long 9. Twin receivers to the top of the play, one down low. Shear will be in shotgun. Rolling out, looking downfield. He has pressure. He will be taken down at the 30-yard line. Quarterback sack, as now it'll bring up a very long 4th down. Once again, the pressure coming on that far side. So it'll bring up a 4th and 15 ball on the 30-yard line. Southern Boone has -5 yards on this series. So 4th and 15, clock rolling, 2:20 left to go here in regulation. It's an empty backfield for Shear. Trip receiver to the top, 2 down low. He has some time. He's going to step up in the pocket, trying to direct some traffic. He's going to keep it himself, and he will have a 5-yard gain. And that will be a turnover on downs. Maybe it'll be a 6 or 7-yard gain, but not enough. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Boonville will take over at the 37-yard line of Southern Boone. They lead by 8. They lead by 8 at 21-13. I believe Boonville's going to burn a timeout here. They will, so we'll take a break, too, and be back. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Well, Boonville calls the timeout. They've got the 8-point lead at 21-13. They've trailed much of the ball game, but were able to score a couple of times here in this fourth quarter. That gives them the 8-point advantage at 21-13. So a 1st and 10 ball at the 37-yard line rather. As Huff will send a man in motion, that's Cons. He'll keep it himself, take it up the middle. He will be hog-tied and taken down after about a 2-yard gain as that tackle made by Justice Martin. Bring up a 2nd down. Southern Boone will call a timeout. We'll take a break, too, and be back as you're tuned in to broadcast coverage here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, we know a gift is more than a box or a bag with a pretty bow. A gift is the lifetime of love that you share. It's friends who grow as close as family. It's moments and milestones, both big and small. Whether receiving or giving, a gift brings joy and happiness. That's why, since 2018, we've made it easier to gift for those you love. Stop by the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift at 108 Corporate Lake Drive in Columbia or call 573-443-4438. Let us help you find that perfect gift for every occasion.
Well, Southern Boone takes their 2nd timeout as trying to get the ball back here. So to bring up a 2nd and 9 for Boonville. Oh, everybody in close here except one receiver up top. They'll hand it off to Simmons. He has got about 8 yards on the play. He's tackled by Griggs. It'll bring up a 3rd down. Southern Boone takes their final timeout. This comes at the 1:52 mark. Left here in this fourth quarter in the ball game. Stay with us in our post-game show. I'll talk about thoughts on the game, talk about some of the area scores. We'll also get you set for next week. Southern Boone softball, they were in action today, and they'll be in action tomorrow, hosting games here at Southern Boone High School, part of the Lady Jays Classic. Mizzou hosting South Carolina tomorrow evening as well. Mizzou volleyball in action too. So busy day for Mizzou sports. Southern Boone will have a busy next week of sports action. And then we'll play on Saturday as Dexter, the Bearcats, come to town. So 3rd and 2. Huff will keep it himself. He will work it to the far side, trying to stretch it out. Looks like he is short from here. He will be about a half-yard short. It will bring up a 4th down. But Southern Boone cannot stop the clock. It is 4th and short. Boonville is going to go for it. They're going to try to run as much clock off as they can. It sets at 1:20 right now. So when they snap the ball, it'll be around a minute left of game time, if they take all the time off. Huff will be in shotgun. He'll send a man in motion. He'll check the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. And they will call a timeout as 1 minute exactly left to go in the ball game. We're going to take a break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. The state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Well, this will be the ball game right here. If Boonville converts this 4th down, they will win. If Southern Boone defense can get a stop, the offense has a chance. So 4th and 1. Huff will send a man in motion. He'll get the snap. He's rolling to the far side. He will have the first down and more as he will be pushed out inside the 10-yard line. That will be the ball game. As Boonville converts a 4th and 1. And they will stop the clock at 55.4. And now it will be victory formation as Huff went out of bounds, so they'll have to snap it. He'll take a knee. They'll wind the clock. They'll have a couple of more plays. As they'll have to snap it at least one more time. They will do so. They'll take the knee. And they will not have to snap anymore as clock winding down. 22 seconds left. 33 seconds on the play clock. As that will continue to wind down. Southern Boone will drop their 3rd game in 4. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that is the ball game as Southern Boone drops to 1-3 overall. Or 1-1 in Tri-County Conference play. And for the Boonville Pirates, they move to 3-1 and 2-0 in conference play. But that will do it for our broadcast. We're going to come back with our postgame show as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles football here on the Show Me Sports Network.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of the Show Me Sports Network under the broadcasting rights granted therein. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the Show Me Sports Network. Announcers are provided by the Show Me Sports Network.
We need you. We need you. We need you.
We need you now more than ever.
The Southern Boone School District is hiring part-time bus drivers for route athletics and activities with no experience necessary. Our drivers enjoy flexible work hours, paid on-site CDL training, and paid time off, all while helping our community. The position offers competitive pay. Go visit sbschools.us/employment.
We need you.
For Southern Boone, they just could not find the end zone there to come back in and be able to punch it in. They had a couple of chances, but unable to do so. As we'll go ahead and get into our post-game show and get you our scoring summary. Well, for Southern Boone, They scored first on a 27-yard field goal by senior Price Bono. They made it a 3-0 score. That was an 18-play drive that capped off with that field goal. That was at 1:57 mark to go in the first quarter. That made it a 3-0 score. Southern Boone, that would take us through the end of the first quarter. Then Southern Boone would score on a 4-yard touchdown run by Shear. PAT was good by Bono. That was an 11-play, 70-yard drive. That came with 26 seconds left to go before halftime. That made it a 10-0 Southern Boone lead. Then, well, that would take us to halftime. Then Boonville would get on the board on a 33-yard touchdown pass from Huff to Turner. The PAT was good. That was a 9-play, 74-yard drive that came at the 4:26 mark in that third quarter of play. That still left Southern Boone ahead at 10-7. That score would take us through 3. And then Southern Boone would add another field goal by senior Price Bono. The field goal was 26 yards. That capped a 14-yard drive. That came with 9:49 left to go in that fourth quarter of play. That extended Southern Boone's lead to 6 at 13-7. Then Boonville would score on a 4-yard touchdown run by Huff. PAT was good. That was a 7-play, 65-yard drive. That was at the 6:32 mark left in the ball game. That gave Boonville a 1-point advantage at 14-13. And the Boonville would punch it in on a 31-yard touchdown run by Simmons. That was a 1-play, 31-yard drive. BAT was good. That came at the 3:50 mark left in the ball game. That made it a 21-14 score in favor of Boonville. And that score would hold on to take us final. Again, Boonville pushes their record to 3-1 overall and 2-0 in Tri-County Conference play. Southern Boone drops their record to 1-3 overall, and they are 1-1 in conference play. And Southern Boone just could not find the end zone there when they needed it, but the defense putting up some shutout numbers. They did throw a shutout for 2 quarters of play. The first half was scoreless, so they actually, in the last 8 quarters of football, they have shut out teams in 3 of those 8 quarters of play. No, I told you that wrong. They have shut out 5 of the last 7 quarters of. Trying to think. 5 of the last 8 quarters of play. That's what I'm looking for. So they've done a great job of holding the other teams to minimal points in those quarters of play. Let's take a look at some of the other scores from area games. Let me give a page refresh here. As Father Tolton Trailblazers hosting the Summit Christian Eagles. They're in the fourth quarter. It's a 45-6 score. Give me a second. Let me refresh this. I don't think those are updated. Hallsville leading Macon right now, 19-14 in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter at Sedalia, Smith Cotton Tigers just holding on to a 23-20 advantage over the Jefferson City Jays. Capital City Cavaliers hosting the Rockbridge Bruins. That's in the fourth quarter. It is a 1-point ball game as Cavaliers 23, Bruins 22. Centralia Panthers are leading the Monroe City Panthers 34-30. That's also in the fourth quarter. Says in the third quarter, Salisbury, last score we had, Salisbury Panthers 36, Harrisburg Bulldogs 0. Also in the third quarter, last score we had, Hickman Cupies 41, Battle Spartans 14. And a couple other ones that haven't been updated. The Elias Crusaders beat the Camden Lakers 56-6. Hannibal Pirates blanked the Fulton Hornets 58-0. Close score at Westran. However, the Fayette Falcons 7, Westran Hornets 6. On a final. California Pintos lost to the Blair Oaks Falcons at Blair Oaks 65-0. And the North Callaway Thunderbirds beat the Bowling Green Bobcats 6-12. As those are the scores we've got here for our area games. And that will do it for our broadcast here tonight. So hopefully you've enjoyed broadcast coverage for the Show Me Sports Network. I'm Blake Gazaway. It's been a pleasure bringing you coverage here tonight. Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's coverage. Don't forget, before you go, you can always click on that subscribe button. That'll help us out, help you find future broadcasts. You can find archived games and all of those things. Now remember, next week, no game on Friday. The game is on Saturday as the Dexter Bearcats come to town. So again, that game on Saturday. Kickoff set for 2 o'clock. Pregame will be about 1:15 here on the Show Me Sports Network. We're kickoff at 2. And hopefully we're going to try to get some softball in next week, weather permitting. But until we talk to you on our next broadcast for the Show Me Sports Network, I'm Blake Gazaway. Till we talk to you again, so long and have a great rest of your evening.
Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world. This is the Show Me Sports Network. The proceeding was an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and was a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.